What's up, YouTube boxing fans? What's going on? This is Bo. Welcome back. So, just gotta say this, bro. We need to stop with the excuses of Canelo lost to Bivol because Canelo was too small. We just need to stop that. Like, seriously. Because today's fight was a prime example of the little man beating the big man. See, it's not always about the size, because at the end of the day, skills pays the bills. So, Dmitry Bivol fought Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez, and as the little man, he was actually controlling the ring on Gilberto, and I don't mean like controlling it, moving like side to side and angles and stuff like that, which he was doing that as well. But I'm talking about pushing the big man back. He was pushing the big man back, and Zurdo looked confused the whole time. Now, personally, I only gave Zurdo like 3 rounds, and I'm being generous about that. Bivol was schooling this guy. Now, I will say this. This was a legit 3 rounds that Zurdo actually won compared to what Canelo did, and the judges happened to give Canelo 5 rounds in that fight against Bivol, which we know that was bogus as hell, because technically I only gave Canelo 2 rounds in that fight. But when you're not fighting against the machine, you get to get a little bit of fair scoring. And plus, this fight took place in the Middle East, over in the UAE and Abu Dhabi, which, I kind of missed that spot. That was like one of my favorite spots I ever went to. But anyway, moving on to the fight. So, Dmitry Bivol, we can now call this man the Mexican Southpaw Killer, because he just beat 2 Southpaws in a row. And to me personally, I think Bivol is actually the fighter of the year. Now, I know there's going to be other names. People going to say Devin Haney or, some couple other guys. But truth be told, Devin Haney beat the same guy 2 times this year. Whereas, though, Dmitry Bivol beat 2 different guys that they said were pretty much hard to beat. And he made it look easy. Now, after this win, because we know before the fight, and actually before the Canelo Triple G fight, Canelo was saying that he was going to activate the rematch clause versus Bivol if Bivol was going to win against Zurdo, even though Canelo was cheering for Zurdo. But we know for a fact Canelo is not going to activate that rematch clause unless he's crazy in the fucking head. Let's just be honest here. I'm not saying he ain't gonna do it, but it's highly unlikely that he will do it. And then on top of that, Bivol embarrassed him. Let's just get real. Bivol embarrassed him. Anyway, before this fight even took place, I had really no worries whatsoever. I actually thought Bivol was going to school him just like he did tonight anyway. Now, of course, you got a lot of Zurdo fans out there that was believing that Zurdo was going to somehow knock out Bivol. And Zurdo is nothing but a guy with a padded record. Like I previously said in one of my old videos, he has a padded record against a bunch of nobodies, for one. And then when he did fight some names, these guys were already like way past it. I mean, Jesse Hart, that was a good fight, but Jesse Hart gave Zurdo problems. Let's just face it, that's what it is. But the fact of the matter is that this is the guy that a lot of people were saying that was going to beat Bivol. This is the guy that Zurdo and some of his unknown fans out there that said Bivol was running from him. Yeah. Man, this is some crazy ass shit, man. Like, I can't even believe the fact that shit even came out your mouths. Said this dude was running. Some of the same dudes that were making videos saying that when Bivol sparred Benavidez hurt Bivol. I tell you what, let Benavidez take his ass to light heavyweight and he gonna get the same treatment. Because sometimes people be overhyping fighters when they absolutely done nothing. And I like Benavidez, but let's just be perfectly clear. He ain't beating on nobody either. Now he did beat, Anthony Durrell a while back, which is a good win. But let's just face it, he got a lot of people, it might be some names, but it's a padded record. The padded record king. Like, show me something. Yeah, y'all look good, but against whom? Show me something. Show me something. You know what's so surprising when I was watching this fight? But hold on, let's go back. Dudes were really putting money on Zurdo Ramirez. I laughed. I was listening to this joint on another YouTube channel, podcast, The Boxer Voice, shout outs to them. But I really laughed when I heard callers calling in saying, I got my money on Zurdo. I was like, these dudes are on drugs. Seriously on drugs. I can't even believe that shit even came out their mouths. I'm just trying to figure out what in their right minds thought Zurdo was going to win this damn fight. And speaking of winning this fight, can you believe Zurdo had the nerve in a post-interview to say that he actually thought he won the fight? Like, dudes just can't even accept the loss. Like, how do you think you win such a fight like this when your ass was getting schooled? Like, don't get me wrong, Zurdo was going to the body. He went to the body a lot on Bivol, but it was a few and far in between. I mean, it been a couple of times he actually had Bivol in the corner on the ropes, and he absolutely did nothing. He absolutely did nothing. Bivol was still whipping his ass. So I don't know what in the hell, how that shit even crossed Zurdo's mind. Another surprising thing was, in the later rounds, like in the 10th and 11th round, I couldn't even believe there were Mexican fans still chanting Mexico in the crowd, like as if Zurdo was doing something. Now I get it, you want to support your countrymen, and that's very cool and everything, but come on, man, y'all should have been chanting like, dude, won't you fucking fight? Y'all should have been cursing his ass out in the crowd, like how his coach was cursing him out in the corner in like the championship rounds. That's what should have happened. But Zurdo ain't do shit. So anyway, for people to be pumping up this dude Zurdo, like I said, the man with the padded record, listen, Zurdo need to go back to the drawing board. And again, this is a big man. He actually came in the ring weighing over 200 something pounds the night of the fight, and still got his ass whooped by a little man who pushed him back and was schooling him pretty much. I think, to be honest with you, I got Joe Smith beating Zurdo Ramirez. With a performance like that, I got Joe Smith. That will be more of a competitive fight for Zurdo. To be running around talking about Bivol was ducking you. Man, you should be ashamed of yourself. This shit is so fucking embarrassing whatsoever. Anyway, let's just move on. At the end of the fight, when they interviewed Dmitry Bivol basically said he wanted to fight for undisputed. Now I know Chris Mannix kept asking about Canelo. And Dmitry Bivol, his mindset is set on legacy. Now granted, of course, everybody wants the money. I mean, because that's what you fight for. You're a prize fighter at the end of the day. But what's more important to Dmitry Bivol is having that legacy, getting those belts. You know, and I admire that about him. You know, but if that fight don't come through with Beterbiev, well, I guess the winner of Beterbiev and Yard, which I got Beterbiev winning this fight. But if somehow y'all pulls it off, I don't see y'all beating Bivol. But if that fight does come to play for Undisputed, then cool. I'd rather see that. But if Canelo decides to be crazy enough to activate that mandatory, which I don't think he will, he's going to get his ass whooped again. He might even ask for Dmitry Bivol to go down to 168. Even if Dmitry Bivol goes down to 168, he's still going to whoop Canelo ass. Because Dmitry Bivol is not even a big light heavyweight. Let's just be honest. He's not a big light heavyweight. He's actually probably one of the smallest light heavyweights in the division. But yeah. So, like I said, congratulations to Dmitry Bivol. He pulled it off. People, was hoping that Zurdo was going to win his fight, Well, I guess, that ain't work out for y'all. But anyway, that's my little post-analysis of this fight. And, yeah, I don't want to hear no excuses from, some of these Canelo fans or Zurdo fans talking about, well, Bivol was running. Yeah, running his fist right down Zurdo's fucking jaw. That's the only thing was running those fists right in his fucking face. But anyway, like I said, this is my post-analysis of the fight. So you watching Bold and Understanding. Rate, comment, and subscribe. And on the internet, no family. Peace.